Hey everyone, bit of a different video today. Instead of the usual make.com AI automations where we look at automating different business processes, today I'm going to be sharing one of the projects that I'm working on. So in my spare time, I build a lot of different AI tools for my personal use as well as potential products that I can turn into SaaS. Now, a concept I've been playing around with recently is the concept of being able to run large language models, LLMs, or AI models within your browser and locally. So the benefit of this is because you're running locally or in browser, you don't need to pay the API costs to OpenAI or other model API providers. Now, there are downsides, obviously. Generally, the models you can run in browser are going to be slower and less powerful, but there are certain use cases where they are applicable and I think can unlock a interesting business wedge where you can provide a service, an AI service that is truly unlimited without any restriction. So in terms of the specific product I'm looking at, the product that has caught my interest is this concept of voice notes. The first one I saw was Audio Pen, which I saw on Twitter a couple of months ago. Basically, you just record your thoughts, you can ramble into it, whether it's meeting notes, emails, to-do lists, all that sort of stuff, and it just turns it into a nicely formatted text piece. So they just transcribe your audio and then use an LLM to turn it into a better format. I'm not sure if Audio Pen was first. Since then, there's been a couple of other ones. I know Voice Notes I saw recently, they had a pretty big launch, so they were everywhere, and also came across Audio Notes recently. Basically, with this project, I just want to build something like this. My interest is less in being able to sort of run RAG on these things, which is what Voice Notes does, because you can ask your AI. My interest is more just having an easy way to capture my thoughts and then maybe funneling those into my different note-taking apps. Now, this video is probably going to be more of a progress update rather than a step-by-step tutorial, just because if I'm going through the build and explaining every single step that I'm doing, it's going to take a lot longer to build, probably at least 5 to 10 times longer if I'm making a tutorial while building the product. But if that is something you are interested in, I can try share a bit more of that building process. But for now, this is probably just going to be a sort of a log where I just give updates every so often, and I'm going to stitch a couple of these logs together into a video before I share it. So this is just the first explaining what the project and the product is about. Next update, hopefully I will have audio transcription working so you can record your voice into the browser and have it turn into text. But with that, I will see you in the next update. Hey everyone, it's been a few hours now, and I think I've got the first version running in dev. Now, over the past few hours, I've re-implemented this several times, just trying out different ways to run Whisper in browser. And I've also, as per usual, gone through so many different names. So I'm not sure if this is the name I'm going to stick with, but it's the name I'm going to use for now. If you like it or don't like it, please do leave a comment. Any feedback or opinions are welcome. Anyway, right now, what it can do is it will record. Once I press record, I can talk into it and it will transcribe everything I say using Whisper running within browser, and it will save all the transcripts locally. We don't have any of the AI transformation features yet where it turns your voice notes into like memos, to-do lists and that sort of stuff yet. But right now it's just really a basic voice notes app. So if I press record, I'll ask for your microphone, so I allow, then now I can just talk. So I can say, today I made a video explaining what this project was going to be about, what YapNotes is. I then spent a few hours trying different implementations of Whisper within browser and also trying different names. I had Voice Notes was the competitor name, and then I started with TalkPad. And then YapNotes, and I don't know what I'm going to use, but probably we'll use this for now. My goal with the first video is just to get this version live and have it on a public URL for people to test and demo and give feedback on. Probably not going to add the transformation AI features yet. That's something I'll add at a later point in time. So it'll take that, first time you run it, it will download the model and then it will just start transcribing. So you can see it's transcribing. Well, I'm surprised they figured out what YapNotes is. Usually it doesn't do so well with non, I guess, well-known names and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, pretty good. So that's the transcription. And then obviously if I record another one, this one will get pushed into previous voice notes. Or if I just refresh the page, you can see that, yeah, got these notes back here. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, I just bought a domain, pushed it into production using Railway, Cloudflare, and just to share a bit more about the tech stack, I'm building this with Next.js. So React, JavaScript, TypeScript obviously, and then using Whisper in browser. I've pushed it up. I haven't tested it yet because I'm on yapnotes.com. I'm going to record something now and let's hope it works. That will ask me first time, allow this time. So let's start. Yap Notes is a voice notes app. The best part about it is it's completely free and without limits. So you can record as much as you want. Your notes don't have a time limit like the other tools, and you can record as many notes as you want. We're still super early in our journey. This is just the first version that lets you transcribe your notes. Very soon we'll be able to do the transformation and have all the sort of thought organization and structuring, all that stuff. Okay, let's see if that works. So first time running it, it's going to load the model. It's going to take, I'd say maybe 30 seconds. This kind of depends on your internet speed. So it should load the model, I hope. And then, yep, now it's transcribing. And that is looking good. Very good. Well, and let's see what happens if I press record again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this time didn't need to load the model. It's looking really good. Oh, history saving it well. Super excited. Cool. This is probably where I want to wrap up the first video with updates. So I'm just going to package these 3 updates together and put it on my YouTube channel. As I mentioned before, if you have any thoughts, feedback, ideas, leave a comment. Right now, this is more just a passion project, but keen to see where this all goes.